Good evening. Well, I'm going to try some suggestions on cleaning the connectors. I believe it was Carl that told me this. That's about all I can do, and as long as I can get at the plugs, I'll try to clean them. I'll try wiggling them around and check on the display, and what I will do is set the camera on the mini tripod here. And if it's too involved, which I think it will be, I will not proceed any further. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take off the top first and then proceed to take the bottom off if necessary. Alright, the first thing we got to do is make the screws out of the top.
I don't like working on this compact modern stuff, because I'm very limited in what I can do. But we'll give it a try. I mean, you don't know until you try. Let's see, what I want to do here is put these screws in my magnetic Harbor Freight screw holder. And I think they're all the same. Yeah, okay, they're the same. We just don't want to mix them up here. Do it different. You know, I'm giving you HD videos here, and it's becoming a challenge for me to render them, and it's taken several hours. It took about an hour and a half to do the last one I put up. And for some reason, they don't show up immediately on YouTube after you publish them. It seems like it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour before it shows up, even though the processing's done. I've noticed that 3 or 4 times on the HD videos.
Alright. Okay. The speaker's got a nice long wire to it. And make sure that the plug is going in the right way here. With that it probably matters. Oh, it looks like it's been worked on here or something. There's some notations here. Some notations, it might be by Mike, I don't know. 11/27/87, 6146. Checked OK. OK on 9/27/92. Now, the Molex, I guess these are what we're talking about here. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to pull these plugs and I'm going to spray very little deoxide in the female part and work it in and out. And whatever ones I can reach here, and then we'll try it again. So let me do that and I'll get back to you with the display. And we'll see if that makes any difference. Now, I will look on the bottom also if that don't take care of it and see if there's any Molex plugs underneath. Okay, what I did is I took each plug off, put this paper napkin underneath this plug so it wouldn't spray down inside, sprayed the female part of the plug itself, wiped all the outside off and the wires and everything, then plugged it in and out 3 or 4 times. And I did that to all 3 of these. So you could probably see just a little bit of deoxide on there. Now I got to do the same to this, and what I'm going to do off camera is clean that one. And it appears that there's a lot of dust in here. Yeah, there is quite a bit of dust in here. Mainly from sitting. Not that bad though. I can see some of these notes here, and I think that might be Mike, but I'm not sure. Mike said he had this for, I don't know, 20 years. Alright, so this is the next one I'm going to clean. And then I'm going to do these two over here. Well, actually, I can't get down in there. That's not a plug anyways. Looks like a circuit board jack. Anyways, there's a plug here, so I'm going to clean that. And this is the VFO. I'm not sure if this is the VFO wire or not. It goes maybe to the display. So there's a possibility the trouble could be right in here. So I'm just going to clean that, work that in and out a little bit, and see if that clears it. If that clears it, I won't need to take the bottom off of this. Time will tell. Don't go away. Alright, I'm not going to be able to remove that. I'm wiggling that. If you can probably see the whole board is shaking. So I don't know if that pulls out this way. I would think that it would go this way and come out like the others did. That it could go straight up, but I don't think it does. But the pins on it could be like this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pull on that, risk breaking the board. And that might be where the problem is. I don't know. What I'm going to do, and it's not the right way, I'm just give a quick spray of deoxit in there. The best I can do. I'm not experienced with this stuff, so I'll end up breaking it, and I'm not about to do that. You can see these circuit boards. There's no way I could ever work on anything like this. I don't even know what I'm doing anyways. But I'm going to try a couple more times without breaking it. I got to sit down and get some magnification here and see if I can get that off to spray it and then work it in and out a little bit. That probably is for the display here. It's not making any difference anyways. I tried it. That's not going to come out. It looks like the pins go down in there. I tried lifting up. I'm not going to break it. I will break it. 100% sure I will break it. That does not come out of there. Might take a special tool to get that out. I'm not going to mess with it. We'll work on this one over here. Because I'm still getting the oddball thing, so. Of course, the volume is turned all the way down because the speaker's disconnected, so. It's still jumping around. This is the 75 and 80 meter band. And it's still jumping around. Now, I wasn't able to talk to Mike tonight. He was busy talking with the ladies. He's a single man, you know. And so he didn't even know I was there at the pizza house tonight. But I'm glad in a way because you know what? Mike gave me this. And, you know, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You know, he's nice enough to give it to me. And, you know, this weighs at least 30 or 33 pounds. So, and I'm going to have to just live with it. If it gets any worse, I'll just have to just put it away and not use it. That's all. So, we're not going to give up yet. I hope the trouble isn't here. Because if it is, there's nothing I can do about it. I will try one more time off camera. What I'm going to do here now, just give it a little shot of deoxit. Not that that's going to do any good without moving it around. No. That one's not coming out. So let's shut this off. And remove this plug and clean it. And then we'll close the top up and put it upside down and see if there's any connectors on the bottom. Okay, upon close inspection, that's a resistor buried in there between the two pieces of metal. Power resistor, and this connector I just cleaned with deoxide. And I don't see any other Molex connectors anywhere. So I cleaned these three, cleaned this, and I sprayed this, but I can't get this off. So now I was told it could be in the VFO. Well, now it's 160 meters, 9.9 megacycles. Now it goes to 0. So I have no idea. But we got to take the bottom off, and that's the way this is made here. The top screws into the bottom sides here. See how that lip is there? So I'm going to have to, I was hoping I could put the top on and flip it upside down, but the bottom is what has the feet on it, so that's going to be a little hairy for me to do, because this thing weighs about 30 pounds, and I don't want to damage anything by putting pressure on something that could ruin it. So, it's not the switch, because if you look here, she's on the 1.8, which is this 160 meter band. Let me make sure I'm in the, yeah, that's the switch I'm on. That's, let's see what that one is. That's JJYWWV. So that's like 15 megacycles. There's no antenna and there's no speaker, so you're not going to hear anything. Alright, I guess that's a test. Yeah, so that one seems to work. That one seems to work good. Now you see, that's the way the display always worked on all bands. Okay? So when I put this onto 1.8, which is the 160 meter band, you can see what the display is doing, and I'm not touching anything. Now we'll go to the 75 and 80. Let's see if we can get that on a even number here. You can see that it's all over the place. And on 7 megacycles, which I think is the 40 meter, let's get that on an even number. Okay, that seems to be all right. Yeah, that's good. I mean, there's going to be a little variation from 7 megacycles to 699.9. There's going to be a little fluctuation there. That's fine. One of my viewers said, is it overheating? Well, no. I mean, the shop is cool. I just turned it on for the first time today, and it's doing the same thing as it did last night when I first turned it on. So no, this makes no difference. It's not a heat issue. And now let me go back to the 160 meter band here, 1.8 megacycles. And just tap the VFO. But you see, that's 0.1412. It's jumping all over megacycles. So that's not even on band. Alright, so let's proceed taking the bottom off. Alright, I got it upside down. And it's resting on the faceplate and the back, so I don't think there's a strain. Ooh, it's pinching the cord here. Hang on a minute. Okay, we don't want to pinch the speaker cord here. Alright. So, let's proceed to take this out. And there are not only screws around the perimeter, but there is a screw here and a screw here. Sounds solid under there, so I would say there's a partition or maybe a transformer or some heavy piece of iron in there. So we'll do all this off camera, and I'm very careful to select the screws, make sure that they're the same. If there's any difference, I got to mark them. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any Molex plugs in here. Make sure that wire's not pinching in the edge here. There's something written there, but I can't quite make it out. I'll do a video of it. It's probably just notation. Yeah, here's a Molex here. And I guess this is the bottom of the VFO. I didn't see it. There's one here, and one here and here. So I'm going to clean those. Alright, I cleaned this one. I could not get this out, and I'm not about to break it. Trying to get it out, I could not get these two out. So, I'm hoping that that will do it. Well, let's give it a try and see if it does anything. Well, should I turn it on? I'm almost afraid to. I couldn't get all the plugs out underneath down there. Well, here goes. Now this is the 160 meter band. I'll just double check. Alright, that's the 15 WWV. The next one is 1.8 megacycles. Alright, let's go down. It's looking good. It's stable. I don't know if it's on. You know, in other words, it seems that it should be going down to 1.8 though. I'm still turning, so yeah, it does go down to 1.8, okay. No speaker, as I said. Yeah, 1.7. 1.789. Rock solid. Let's go to the 75-80 meter. 3493. Let's go to 38. Let's get it up to 30. 38. Looks like we might have this fixed. Yep, I used deoxide. I swear by that stuff. 37. Nobody's ever said to use the oxid. That was my choice. You notice wherever I leave it, even the last digit's not flashing. I mean, you can turn it so that you can get in between, but you see, it's solid. Because there's no antenna and speaker, I gotta keep reminding myself that. Isn't that lovely? The real test is to see if it'll pick up anything. So, we got to put the top on, plug the speaker back in. Well, if this fixed it, it would be the first time that I actually successfully fixed something that looked like it was impossible to repair. Actually, it is impossible unless you're really, really knowledgeable and have excellent eyesight. I just happened to hit it lucky on the plugs because there's a possibility that the other plugs could have been giving me trouble and I couldn't get them out. I could have pulled them out with a needle nose, but they're wedged down in there in a hard to get at area that I'm afraid that if I got them out, I'd bend over the pins trying to get them in again. Okay, so she's right on. So let's turn it off and make sure I unplug it. We'll put it together and we'll put it back into place and see if we get anything. Okay, this is the 80 meter band. This is the 160, and you can hear that we're getting a hiss. No antenna on it yet, of course. Alright, so it's 2.3182 megacycles. Actually 2.318. So that's the high end of it. Like I say, there's no antenna on it, but I'm getting activity. That's a good sign. Down to 1.788. Okay, you remember this had no difference before? Okay. Interference, of course, but we're getting something. 160. Lower helps if I put it on lower sideband. I always get that reversed because you figure the lower would be on the left and the upper would be on the right, but that's not the case. Anyways, so you got to retune this as you move the band. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything on it, but it's active. That's what makes me feel good. Let's go to 75 and 80. We're still on 3.6 megacycles, so we're not into the, as I recall, I don't think we're into the AM or voice portion yet. But you notice it's not, the last digits are not moving on the 75 and 80 meter band too, they're rock solid. Which means that I guess I fixed it. Seems to be an awful lot of whistling though. Let me make sure I don't have No, I don't have, I just have it on VFO here.
What's your ring down? 590 SG. Yeah, I figured that. I was going to point it back for you. You want to take a minute and just don't worry about it. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
You see how solid that is? So I knew there was a problem even with that band.
My job is a...
He's AM, that's why you got a heterodyne, you got to zero beat him.
Host operating system.
3885. Right on, that's the way it used to be.
One with Linux, the Linux development environment.
Let's go to 160 again. I don't think there's much on 160 right now. It's 5 after 7 in the evening. Well, it's working. It's working good. Everything's solid. The frequencies are reading right on now. They're not reading 8 and 9 megacycles. They're reading right on. So, it looks to me like I solved the problem. I believe it was Carl that told me to clean the connectors. There's several of you guys chimed in. And I'm not sure if it's Carl or somebody else that gave me a service manual bulletin on this, service bulletin on this problem, but I would not have been able to do that. That's way beyond my means, but thanks to, like I say, I think it's Carl, I could be wrong, I think it was Sky Carl, that said the connectors. So if I'm wrong and I'm giving the wrong guy credit, I apologize for it. My mind is not very good anymore. Thanks for watching. We're going to put this video together, and you'll have something to be bored with. Thanks for watching. You have a good night, everybody.